Hey everyone, it is Jack again with Toy Dojo, and today we are taking a look at the X-Transbots Deathwish, or their take on a Masterpiece style dead end. Now this is not the final release. The final release is going to be coming out, I think, fairly soon. This one's pretty close to final, at least it looks like to me. Don't know what else they're going to change on it, but it looks pretty darn close to being final there. It came to me just again as a sample piece with the figure and the gun, which is right here, molded in a nice kind of a gunmetal gray plastic right there. And the gun itself on the vehicle goes right into this back slot. You take it, you slide that into the back right there, and then he's got his gun right on top of him right there. So didn't come with any instruction or anything, so it's all me figuring out how to do it. He rolls really well. He's got nice rubber tires on him, which all the figures at X-Transbots, as far as this line have come out, have that. So really nice. I think they did a good job capturing that Porsche 928 look, in my opinion. Kind of a nice maroonish red color as well. And just overall hefty. Has a lot of die cast in them as well. And to me, I think these, the Berserkers have been made very well and at a good price too. So ever since I did Crack Up, I've been sold on them. Then they flip out, and I was like, man, even more sold. So I've got those two guys, obviously, which you saw in my last video. And I'm going to keep collecting the set because I think that they're just phenomenal. I also did, who was it? King of the Road the other day, and that's from Fans Toys, and I will collect theirs as well because I think they're doing an amazing job as well. But for the price, you can't really beat these guys here. So really cool looking. Looking at his back right here. He's got just some nice kind of tail lights there. I like the quadruple exhaust right here. The bottom, that's his chest piece right there. But everything hides away really well right here. It's a little bit of hollowness right there, but I mean, who cares about that? It's not going to affect anything. You can't see that. Then you can't see his head right here. But again, overall, they hit everything very well inside this figure. Coming to the front right there, that's going to be kind of the Porsche logo right there. And then the headlights themselves, and I confirmed it as well, they are going to have some LEDs inside the lights right there. So that is one right there, you can see it, and the other right there. And the switch for that is right over here. Now the batteries are dead on this one because I tried to flip it on and off and they just wouldn't work. So no batteries, and there is a way to change them out. I tried to get it, but I couldn't get it undone, and like I said, since this isn't mine, I didn't want to force that. So just overall, again, just a nice looking figure. So let's go ahead and just bring him in with the team. Who you saw in the last video if you watched Overheat, aka, or also Drag Strip, not aka because he is Drag Strip, aka Overheat. Then here's Crack Up right there, and then here is Flip Out. So again, I think just a really good looking team right there. Really, really cool. I think they, like I said, they've done a phenomenal job with this line. And I don't know, no complaints for me, really. So, all right, let's take these guys out of the way. And let's take a look at his transformation right here. So, to start with, we're going to come here to the back of the figure. And, oh, the one thing I will say, they did go with, these are rubber right here, these mirrors. Not sure why they went with like a rubber instead of just a plastic. Maybe they feared it was going to break or something. I didn't fear that messing with them, but again, I didn't engineer it, so I can't say. But I just preferred if they would have went with like a hard plastic, like they did with their other two, instead of the rubber ones. But so be it. All right, coming to the back right here, what we're going to do first is just pop these open right here. I'm going to start with the bottom portion of the figure. So open these up just like this. Right there on the back. And then we can take the vehicle and break it in half right there. And that right there is going to be the... what's it called? The waist joint thing. I forget what it's called. I'm having a brain fart. Rotate it, and we're just going to split this open right here, like this. And we'll work on one leg at a time. So we'll start up here with him on this leg here. You want to take it, and right here underneath the back bumper, back quarter panel, take your fingernail if you got them, put it in there, and just loosen this up. And that's going to get this piece undone right here. That's going to flip open right here. And just kind of flip this open all the way. At this point, you can take that back piece we undid first, fold that in, and then let's go ahead and flip out the, I will do that in a second. Let's get this part right here. So we want to, once we do this, what we want to do is you want to straighten this out to where that's going to be the hip skirt. You're going to flip that up to where that's straightened out. And you want all this straightened out like that. And don't worry if that pops off. That's actually the front hip skirt there. That popped off, but it goes on right there. So you can straighten this out so that way you can get this leg and just pull this whole piece out like that. Okay. And that front hip skirt, just slide that right back on. It's no big deal. Alright. So once we got that, we can go ahead and take the foot, flip it out, and get the toe or the heel spur out as well. Flip that out. And then inside here, you want to take this piece out, and that's going to cover up the wheel well. And I didn't see, what does that say right there? Let me see what this says here. I guess that's like the X-Transbots like marking right there. X-Transbots Toys 2018 made in China. Alright, cool, I didn't notice that. So that comes out, that's going to hide this spot right here. And then you're going to take the tire, you're going to rotate that inside like so, and take this piece back, and you're going to fold it back inside. And you want to move this up just so you can get that. This will come back, and you're going to take that same peg, and it's going to go right back into those two little peg spots that are right there. Let's get it on that. Right there. And you have to just mess with this knee a little bit. Sorry, I was too close, got off camera there. Just kind of make an adjustment for that knee. Making sure that this piece here is also pulled all the way up, okay? And also making sure that this piece is pushed all the way in. Come on. Alright, there we go. That's one leg done, so we'll go over to the other leg. Get out of my way, stuff. Alright, again, let's go over here. We're going to start on this one. Again, pick this piece up right here, pop this open, like so. Straighten this portion out right here. And when you're doing this, make sure that the hip skirt is kind of like between the leg and then that piece that hides the wheel well right there. So that way it flips out just fine. Alright, so there. Take that, kind of straighten everything out. Once you got it straightened out, excuse me, you can see that. Once it's got it straightened out like so, take this and then rotate the whole piece out just like this. Again, you're going to take this back bumper piece here, flip that in like so, flip this piece out just like this, flip out the foot as well, take the tire, rotate that in. Pull that the whole leg out right there, and then just flip this over and get this inside, just like so, and then tab that in. Maybe I didn't get all this one out. That's probably what it was. There it is. Okay. All right. Then the foot again. Just take the heel spur out of it, just like that. And these heel spurs are a little bit tight on this one, which I'm not complaining, but a little bit tight. And then you've got, just like it was on overheat, let's adjust all this here. Just so it wasn't overheat, you've got this extra little piece here you can use if you want to give it more stability, to kind of put as an extra heel spur right there. Not necessary. If the tire doesn't flip over all the way, make sure you get that. You want the tire sitting just like that, coming out, okay? So there goes this section right here. Let's go ahead and start with the front on this one here. Okay, make sure I'm not zoomed in too much. So on the front section, this whole piece right here is just going to kind of pull back. So we'll start up in the front, and it's actually tabbed in right there, and then they're tabbed in right here on both sides. So take that, just pop that open like so, and then pop this back. This whole section will just come across like this, and you can just pull this piece down like that. I'm just going to get this out of the way for right now. So we'll start up here with the arms, I guess. You grab it by like the hand area, and it's pegged in right here, this red piece right here, which makes this forearm. It's pegged in on this one, and that one's pegged in there. So once you take that, you start to lift the hand, you're gonna notice this quarter panel, part of the door, flip in and come on out. So you can take that, just get the hand up out of the way. Same thing over here, take this, flip the hand up, get it over and out of the way like that, and just get the arms out of the way for right now. Okay. Coming here, we're going to take this and we're going to fold in these here, fold in these here. And again, you'll notice when we're talking about the mirrors, him being rubber, I don't know why they felt like maybe, I don't know if they felt like they'd break, because they'll sit right in this open gap right here and they're not going to end up getting messed up or anything. So not sure about that, but you know what? Hey, it's a decision they made to do, so that's fine. All right, so we'll take these pieces here. We're going to just get them and just get them flipped out. Let's see the best way to do it, because there's little tabs here. You don't want to break it. Okay, let's pull these mirrors in first, or I'm sorry, the doors in first. Because you can notice there's small little tabs right there, and you don't want to break those. So take that and flip this mirror out. Let's do the same thing here. Get that one, flip it in. Pull this out, and then we're going to slide these up all the way on these little slider joints. And like I said, that mirror's going to sit right inside there. Same thing here. Slide it up. Pull that over. You slide these. I think these do slide down. Yeah. And then just pull these up right there. Slide it down. Pull it in right there, and then leave that just like that. And the arms, we'll just take them, we're going to fold these down like this. You want to make sure that this section here, it's kind of like, has like a, I don't know, like a Lego shape indentation is sitting down like that, because that's where stuff's going to peg in as far as the backpack goes. So flip the head around like that, and we'll get to the, well, finish up the arms now. Might as well. Just close them up. It's real simple. Close them up. Rotate these around, and that's the arm. Same thing here. Just fold this piece in like so, rotate it down, and then you got his arms into place right there, and we're almost done. So come here to the backpack, and this is where I was telling you the headlights. So like right inside here, this looks like it's going to be able to slide off, because this is one piece. This like front bumper right here is one piece. And then this section right here where the lights are actually in is another piece. And you can kind of see where they're kind of pegged in, or not pegged in, but pegged underneath this tab and that tab there. And then this piece looks like it slides out. So this is going to slide out. Like I said, I couldn't get it, and I don't want to keep forcing it because I don't want to break anything. But this section right here, which would be just this front piece, will slide off, and that's where the bumpers, batteries are going to be. So there's some nice silver paint detailing right here, because that's going to be showing on his backpack. So what we want to do is take this piece right here, rotate this around just like this. And then coming down here, you want to take this section right here that's pinned against the windshield, flip this out, because these are going to peg into those spots that I was mentioning just a little bit ago. So take that, pick that up. I was making sure I wasn't doing anything at the bottom there. Take that, peg them in just like so. And this piece right here is going to come down, and it's kind of, you can see these two little small tabs, one there, one there. That's going to sit right on the other, either side of this right here. And then there that is, just like this. And now he is all set and squared away. So taking a look at him, he's really nice looking. Pretty nice little face sculpt right there on him. The head itself is kind of on a, it's on a swivel, also ball joints. You get a lot of movement in the head right there. Lots of movement. The arms themselves, you got a lot of movement. This practically goes all the way up almost. Comes down, you get a full 360 on the arm right there. He's got a swivel there. He's got a double jointed elbow bend right there. The wrist swivel all the way around, like so. The hands themselves, you only got the one pin going right through the knuckle, just like your normal MPC or Carbots right there. I'm still having trouble with this stupid lighting on this phone. Like, I don't know what the heck's the issue, but I'm telling you, ever since it updated, this thing has been giving me pain. So he's got a full waist rotation as well, and we saw that ab crunch. That's the word I was looking for earlier. He's got a full-on ab crunch that's practically, I mean, he could practically bend over and like stare at his feet. So he's got that going for him right there. Hip skirts come up. You can go all the way front, you can go all the way back like that. Come out to the side as well. And this skirt keeps wanting to pop off for some reason. There it goes. All the way out to the side. Coming down to his knee. He's got to bend to the knee about so much right there. Yeah, this spoiler kind of gets away from me going further, but he's got that much at the knee right there. He's got the rotation at the top of the hip right there. Coming down to the foot, he's got all sorts of articulation because he's got a lot of range of motion there. Side to side as well. And then, like I said, this little heel spur can flip out if you want to use that as well. Not necessary, but it's there. So, a lot of articulation on this guy. And just overall, I think he looks good. He's got a small backpack, nothing too major. It looks pretty good right there, I think. I always thought it was weird how his tires were always on the inside, like in the cartoon. I always wondered why they weren't on the outside, but I guess it was just to differentiate him from others, I guess. I don't know. So, but overall, really cool. Gun, same thing, like your Masterpiece guns. It's going to sit right inside his hand, like any other one would. Like that. You can close this up and get that inside there like so. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think overall he's a pretty good figure. He's a really good figure, actually, in my opinion. And he's worth the pickup. If you're starting to collect this line, I mean, you're not going to be disappointed by him. I promise you that, because I haven't been. And I just think he is phenomenal. So we're going to go and take a look at some size comparisons with the other guys and then wrap it up. All right, and here all four of them are together, and man, they look fantastic together. I'm loving them. I know the sizes are a little bit off. We talked about that before, where they probably need to be a little bit taller. But for me, I think I'm going to probably keep this set. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in combined mode or if I'm going to keep them in vehicle mode. I'm not sure. I really don't know how I'm going to keep these guys once they all get released. But I just think they look great together. And the one thing I didn't talk about with these two guys is I mentioned it kind of, but not a whole lot, was the die-cast metal in them. So like these guys had some, but these guys feel like they have more, or maybe about the same. They feel very heavy. A lot of this stuff is die-cast inside here. A lot of nice die-cast parts inside here. So really, really good pieces. The feet are die-cast, really nice, and just overall excellent work to X-Transbots for giving us these guys, and relatively quickly too, I might add. And typically when a company gives out figures too quickly, there's always a lot of problems, but I don't see very many problems with these here, to be quite honest. I know I mentioned him in my other video as far as like I didn't care for the way the shoulders were, but you know what, that's a minor nitpick. And to me, if I had to rate them my favorite so far, I'd probably go first, second, third, and then fourth in terms of like just overall. And but that's it. I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can order this guy from or pre-order him from. With Toy Dojo. And that is it. Please, guys, leave me comments down below. Let me know if there's anything that I missed or maybe anything else you want to know about these figures here. And that is it. Thanks for watching. As always, until next time, stay safe.